Athletes are people who sacrifice their entire lives to become the best in their sport. But sometimes they do things that break the rules.
So it is with a great amount of shame that I stand before you and tell you that I have betrayed your trust.
In some cases, they even cheat to win a medal. Today we'll show you 25 athletes who were caught cheating. Let's start. Imagine watching a regular NBA game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Houston Rockets. Everything seems normal, until Hawks forward Paul Millsap receives the ball for a free throw. He immediately feels something unusual. The ball is oddly tacky. Confused, Millsap asks the officials to check the ball. They find a special grip enhancer, a sticky aid, once popular with football players to improve their catch. The player involved was Dwight Howard, who had handled the ball just before. Using this grip aid isn't allowed in the NBA. But Howard faced no consequences, no fines or suspensions. He even acknowledged using it for years. The reason? No one could determine if it really helped in basketball. Players, coaches, and media were all puzzled as to why anyone would use it in a sport where many players touch the ball. Howard appeared entertained by the attention, saying it wasn't disrespectful or a major issue. Still, admitting to bending the rules for so long makes this a uniquely strange moment in sports history. Do you think Howard's actions were cheating or just a little trickery? Comment and chat with me. Up next, an almost comical moment in football shows just how bold bending the rules can get when the pressure is on. Sometimes bending the rules can come off as almost humorous, and Tony Romo's attempt to gain a few extra inches is a perfect example. During a Dallas Cowboys game, running back DeMarco Murray had just been tackled short of a first down on a crucial 3rd-and-1 play. As officials and players gathered around to spot the ball, Romo saw an opportunity. In what appeared to be a very obvious attempt to influence the spot, Romo casually used his foot to nudge the ball forward slightly. The problem? The cameras caught it, the officials saw it, and millions of viewers at home witnessed it. The ball was quickly moved back to its original position, and Romo appeared embarrassed. After the game, Romo tried to brush it off as a joke, saying he hoped nobody would notice before admitting he simply slipped. Whether he was joking or trying to save face, this moment shows what can happen when pressure meets a lapse in judgment. It's the kind of incident so clear and unsuccessful that you can't help but be amazed by the boldness, even if the attempt wasn't respectful of the rules. In the 1993 Stanley Cup Final, Montreal coach Jacques Demers requested a rare stick measurement on Los Angeles defenseman Marty McSorley during Game 2. Officials found that McSorley's stick curve did not meet the regulations, which led to a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct and a power play goal for Montreal. The Canadiens won that game and the next 3 to claim the Stanley Cup. McSorley later acknowledged using the non-compliant stick, but suggested the Canadiens were aware and chose the moment strategically. This incident illustrates how equipment issues can influence the outcome of a series. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming journeys. During a game between the Atlanta Braves and Milwaukee Brewers, Braves pitcher Smith's arm appeared unusually shiny. Brewers manager Craig Counsell asked umpires to inspect it, revealing a sticky mixture of rosin and sunscreen on Smith's arm. Smith said it was just for a better grip, but he was ejected immediately and later suspended for 8 games. This incident shows that attempting to gain an advantage openly rarely goes unnoticed. The Houston Astros controversy is one of the most notable in Major League Baseball history. They used unauthorized electronic equipment to capture opposing team signals in real time. The system recorded live video of catchers signaling pitchers and relayed this information to Astros batters by banging on a garbage can. The banging was audible on TV, creating a clear code for which pitch was coming. This practice went undetected for years, contributing to the Astros winning many games and a World Series title. When the issue became public in 2019, old footage clearly showed the banging. Players' reactions varied from limited apologies to expressions of regret. The incident was not isolated, but involved an organized effort by many people over several seasons. The fact that it was captured on live broadcasts with audible evidence makes it one of the most documented controversies in sports. Tap the like button to let us know this content is making a difference. And if you're watching on your phone, be sure to press the hype button right below. Every hype helps this video get published to more people, and it truly supports me in earning extra income. I promise to keep bringing you even more great content. In the 2002 World Cup match between Brazil and Turkey, Turkish player Hakan Ünsal kicked the ball, which lightly struck Brazilian Rivaldo's shin. Rivaldo reacted by clutching his face and falling as if hit in the head. The referee, influenced by Rivaldo's reaction, gave Ünsal a second yellow card and sent him off. However, multiple camera angles showed the ball hit Rivaldo's shin, not his face. The disciplinary committee fined Rivaldo for simulation, and he later acknowledged his reaction but said Ünsal deserved the red card. This incident highlights ongoing concerns in football about players exaggerating contact, especially on the world's biggest stage, and affected Rivaldo's reputation. Golf is known as a gentleman's game, based on honor and self-policing. Players are expected to call penalties on themselves and uphold high integrity. That's why Simon Dyson's actions at the 2013 BMW Masters surprised many. During his round in Shanghai, Dyson was seen on camera using his ball to press down a spike mark in the line of his putt, which is against the rules as players cannot improve their line of play. He also did not add the required two-shot penalty to his scorecard, signing for a lower score than he actually made. After reviewing the footage, tournament officials disqualified Dyson. He was fined $49,000 and initially faced a 2-month suspension, later changed to an 18-month probation. Dyson apologized but described the incident as an accidental mistake rather than intentional. This response drew some criticism, as it raised questions about his understanding of the rules and acceptance of responsibility. In a sport that highly values integrity, this incident affected perceptions of Dyson's conduct. Patrick Reed has faced criticism in professional golf, with several incidents drawing attention. During the 2019 Hero World Challenge, Reed was caught on camera moving sand behind his ball in a bunker during the third round, which is against the rules. The footage showed him clearing sand twice, resulting in a 2-stroke penalty. This was not an isolated event but part of a series of actions that have led some fans to view him controversially. His behavior at the Hero World Challenge added to existing discussions about his sportsmanship. During the 2015 Vuelta a España, Italian cyclist Vincenzo Nibali crashed, but instead of catching up on his own, he grabbed onto his team car and was towed along the course. While brief contacts with team cars for food or water are allowed, Nibali's extended use of the car to regain lost ground was against the rules. Race officials disqualified him for this rule violation. With cameras broadcasting worldwide, it was an unexpected attempt. This incident shows how pressure can lead to poor choices, even for top athletes. In cold, wet weather, pitchers often use substances to improve grip, though rules limit this. During an April game against the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees pitcher Michael Pineda used pine tar, a sticky substance banned by MLB rules. He applied it visibly on his neck, making it easy for players, officials, and cameras to see. Red Sox manager John Farrell noticed and alerted the umpires, leading to Pineda's ejection and a 10-game suspension. Pineda admitted to using pine tar but described it as a mistake. This incident shows how clearly visible rule violations can draw immediate attention and consequences. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, baseball stars like Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa thrilled fans chasing home run records. Sosa was especially popular for his power and energy. But in 2003, during a game between the Chicago Cubs and Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Sosa's reputation took a hit. In the first inning, Sosa hit a ground ball that shattered his bat. When umpires checked the broken pieces, they found the bat was corked, illegal in Major League Baseball. Corking means hollowing the bat and filling it with lightweight material, supposedly for a faster swing, though its actual benefit is debated. Sosa was ejected immediately and suspended for 7 games. He claimed he grabbed the wrong bat and only used corked bats during practice as a show. The incident shook baseball and, combined with later steroid allegations, stained his legacy. It shows how one moment of poor judgment can overshadow a career. What do you think about Sammy Sosa's explanation that he grabbed the wrong bat? Do you believe him? Comment and chat with me. On June 16, 1983, during a fight at Madison Square Garden, Luis Resto faced Billy Ray Collins Jr. for 10 rounds. Collins suffered severe damage. After the fight, Collins' trainer, also his father, noticed Resto's gloves felt different. Officials found the glove padding had been removed, meaning Resto hit Collins with nearly bare knuckles. This led to suspension and prison sentences for both Resto and his trainer. Collins suffered permanent eye damage and was told he could never fight again. He later died in a car accident less than a year later, with some linking his death to trauma from the fight. Resto never fought professionally again. The incident is a noteworthy case of rule violations with serious consequences. Rugby allows temporary substitutions for players with bleeding injuries. In the 2009 Heineken Cup quarter-final, Harlequins exploited this rule. Their star Nick Evans had been substituted, but the team wanted him back. Tom Williams faked a blood injury using a hidden blood capsule to get substituted, allowing Evans to return. The plan worked briefly, but no one saw Williams get injured, causing confusion. The scheme unraveled when Williams winked at his team's bench as he left the field, caught on camera. Officials investigated and uncovered the deception, called Bloodgate. The incident led to suspensions and fines for Williams and others, damaging rugby's reputation and trust between players, officials, and fans. In 2018, during a match between Australia and South Africa, 3 Australian players were involved in a cheating scandal. Team captain Steve Smith and vice-captain David Warner planned to alter the cricket ball using sandpaper to get an advantage. Young player Cameron Bancroft carried out the plan by roughening one side of the ball, which is against the rules. Bancroft hid the sandpaper in his pants and was caught on camera during the match. He tried to hide the evidence, but the cameras captured everything. The scandal led to severe consequences. Smith and Warner were banned for 1 year, while Bancroft received a 9-month suspension. The team's coach resigned amid criticism. This premeditated plan shocked many. It was not a momentary mistake but a calculated act by team leaders. The live broadcast made the cheating impossible to deny, damaging cricket's reputation. During the 2009 World Cup qualifying playoff between France and Ireland, Thierry Henry's handball became infamous. Ireland had won the first leg, so France needed a goal in the second. Near the end, Henry used his hand to control the ball before passing to William Gallas, who scored the winning goal. The referee missed the handball, and the goal stood. France advanced, while Ireland was eliminated despite a strong performance. The incident, known as the Hand of God, sparked outrage, especially in Ireland, and intensified calls for video replay in football. Henry later admitted to the handball and expressed regret, but the moment damaged his reputation. This event shows how a single act can overshadow a player's career. In the 1980s, some pitchers doctored baseballs, but Minnesota Twins pitcher Joe Niekro was discovered in 1987. Umpire Tim Chitta, suspicious of Niekro's behavior, searched him and found an emery board and sandpaper in his pocket. Niekro then appeared to file his nails during the game, but his explanation was not accepted. American League President Bobby Brown witnessed the incident. Niekro was suspended for 10 games, and all baseballs from the game were reviewed. The incident was a significant moment in his career and contributed to his retirement soon after. This moment is notable for how clearly the evidence pointed to rule breaking and the unsuccessful attempt to conceal it. During the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, the Renault F1 team faced a tough season and needed an advantage after Fernando Alonso qualified poorly. Team management devised a dangerous plan. Alonso's teammate, Nelson Piquet Jr., was instructed to crash deliberately to bring out the safety car, giving Alonso a strategic edge. On lap 14, Piquet crashed into the wall at high speed, deploying the safety car as planned. Alonso took advantage and won the race. Initially, the crash was seen as an accident, but in 2009, Piquet revealed the truth, exposing a major scandal. The consequences were severe. Team principal Flavio Briatore resigned and was banned indefinitely, and Renault received a suspended ban. The incident damaged Formula One's reputation, highlighting the extreme risks taken for competitive gain. The premeditated crash showed how far some would go, risking driver safety to win. Canadian triathlete Julie Miller was celebrated for solid performances but shocked everyone by winning Ironman Canada in 2015 with an unusually fast time. Competitors noticed she wasn't seen during key race sections, raising suspicion. Officials investigated by checking timing data, course monitoring, and witness accounts. They found Miller had missed significant parts of the course, making her finishing time impossible. She was disqualified, and her victory was revoked. Miller denied wrongdoing, but the evidence led the triathlon community to accept the findings. This case highlights that even in endurance sports, where athletes mainly compete against themselves, some may try cheating for an advantage. At the 2012 London Olympics, the badminton tournament saw a major scandal when 8 players from China, South Korea, and Indonesia deliberately lost matches. Their goal was to lose group stage games to get an easier path in the knockout rounds. The poor play was obvious. Players served into the net and made simple errors far below their skill level. The crowd booed, and referees warned the players about unsportsmanlike conduct, threatening disqualification. Despite this, the deliberate losing continued, especially by the Chinese team. The format encouraged this strategy, but the blatant disrespect to the sport could not be ignored. The International Olympic Committee disqualified all 8 players for violating the Olympic spirit of fair play. Though controversial, the decision led to changes in tournament rules to prevent future incidents. The scandal damaged badminton's Olympic reputation, leaving spectators disappointed by the intentional lack of competition. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. On June 22, 1986, during the World Cup quarter-final between Argentina and England, a controversial moment changed football history. The match was tense due to recent political conflicts. In the 51st minute, Diego Maradona, a football legend, used his left hand to punch the ball into England's net. The referee missed the handball and allowed the goal. English players protested, but without video replay, the decision stood. Maradona later called it "a little with the head of Maradona, and a little with the hand of God." This phrase became famous worldwide, symbolizing both Maradona's skill and his rule-bending. Argentina won the match and later the World Cup, with this goal playing a key role. At the 2011 World Championships in Daegu, Cuban hurdler Dayron Robles initially won the 110-meter hurdles, continuing his dominant streak. However, the Chinese team protested, claiming Robles interfered with their athlete Lu Shang by contacting Lu's hurdle in the final meters. Video replay confirmed Robles' trailing arm hit Lu's hurdle, disturbing him. Officials disqualified Robles for interference, awarding the gold to American Jason Richardson and silver to Lu Shang. Robles argued the contact was accidental and part of normal competition, but rules clearly prohibit lane interference. The decision was a harsh blow for Robles, losing his win despite crossing first. For Lu Shang, the medal was bittersweet, as it came through disqualification rather than direct victory, complicating his moment of success. This incident highlights how even in straightforward races, fairness rules can change outcomes dramatically. In 2018, a major cheating scandal rocked a marathon in China. Despite extensive security cameras, 258 participants tried to cheat but were caught. The cheating included 18 runners using fake bib numbers to enter illegally and 3 runners using others' bibs, committing identity fraud. Most shockingly, 237 runners were seen on camera taking shortcuts through bushes and side streets, cutting the official 26.2-mile course to improve their times and positions. Many showed little effort to hide their actions. The evidence was clear from countless videos. Organizers responded with strict penalties. Those with fake bibs received lifetime bans, while runners who took shortcuts were banned for 2 years. Officials expressed deep disappointment, saying the cheating disrespected honest athletes and damaged the sport's integrity. The story of Tonya Harding is one of the most shocking scandals in Olympic history. Harding and Nancy Kerrigan were top U.S. figure skaters competing for the 1994 Olympic team. Their rivalry escalated when Kerrigan was attacked after a practice session, struck on the knee with a baton. The attack was caught on video, making headlines worldwide. Investigations revealed the assault was planned by Harding's ex-husband and associates. The attack aimed to remove Kerrigan from the competition. Despite this, Harding competed in the Olympics amid controversy but performed poorly and finished 8th. Kerrigan recovered and won silver. Harding later pleaded guilty to conspiracy to hinder prosecution. She was sentenced to probation, community service, and fined. The U.S. Figure Skating Association banned her for life. The scandal left a lasting mark on figure skating and Olympic history. If you made it this far, you really care. Don't just hype it. It only takes a few seconds, but it will help this video go a lot further. Marion Jones was involved in a major doping scandal. She initially denied using steroids but later admitted to taking tetrahydrogesterone, THG, a banned steroid given to her by her coach, who misled her to believe it was a harmless supplement. As a result, she was stripped of 5 Olympic medals won at the 2000 Sydney Games. In 2007, she pleaded guilty to lying to federal agents about her steroid use and her involvement in a related check fraud scheme. In 2008, Jones was sentenced to 6 months in prison for perjury and her role in the fraud case. Her coach and associates were also implicated. Jones's downfall was widely publicized and serves as a cautionary tale in sports ethics and doping. After serving her sentence, she retired from professional athletics. These 25 moments show some of the darkest chapters in sports history, where the desire to win overshadowed fair play. From subtle tricks uncovered years later to obvious cheating witnessed live by millions, they reveal that athletes can make poor choices under pressure. Captured on live TV, these incidents cannot be denied or erased, serving as lasting warnings about the cost of prioritizing victory over integrity. Some athletes recovered, but others lost their reputations forever. The key lesson is that how you win matters as much as winning itself. Advances in technology, like instant replay and social media, make cheating harder to hide, yet high stakes still tempt some to risk everything. These stories remind us that true victory comes from honest effort, respect, and fair competition. Next time you watch sports, remember the value of integrity behind every great performance. It's what makes achievements truly meaningful. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.